Hi, collective. Okay, so this is officially part 3, the redo. The first one I may upload because I had just started. I might call that one my little prelude, my little show and tell, where I was showing off my little bat, right? That I thought was an owl. Okay, and it was cute. It was my girls that were like, "Mom, no, that's a bat." But I kept seeing it as a cute little owl. But it does have little fangs on it. It is a little bat. I was talking about the synchronicities and the symbolisms that I've been getting with bats. Okay, so maybe look up the spirit symbolism behind a bat. Maybe for some of you, you have a hidden bat, right, or something in your world, because I right before I started this reading, I was getting Count Dracula as a download, and I was like, what is this, right? But they were showing me like the Count Dracula off a cereal box, so they weren't showing me like the whole story behind it. But I don't know, and there's something silly about that, or it's something like you don't really need to be afraid of, like it's like a joke, I don't know. But maybe not. If you actually look up Count Dracula, his most powerful ability is to turn others into vampires by biting them and infecting them with the vampiric disease, right? And I'm not getting like a literal disease, but it's more like somebody's like trying to like infect you with like their energy to keep you to their level or something. But it's almost like I was getting like loosh harvesting and pulling off your life force energy, but trying to distract you or something like that. I don't know. You need to be careful of that. But anyway, maybe you're feeling guided to look up more behind Count Dracula, and there's a whole story behind it. So let me read a little bit. So in Dracula, the infamous vampire has decided to move into Transylvania to London. He summons Jonathan Hawker, a newly English solicitor, to provide legal support for a real estate transaction overseen by his employer. Dracula at first charms Harker with his quarterly historical knowledge and even rescues him from the clutches of 3 female vampires in the castle. In truth, Dracula wishes to keep Harker alive long enough to complete the legal transaction and learn as much as possible about England. So see, it's like he kind of lured him. He kind of came in as like he was rescuing him, but he really lured him. Dracula leaves his castle and is boards a Russian ship, the Dementor, taking along with 50 boxes of Transylvanian soil, which he needs to regain his strength and rest during daylight. So during the voyage, a coastal town in New England, only one body is later found, that of the captain, who is found tied up in the ship's home. They really get into the whole explaining the story here. Let's see. Well, more am I finding out? Hawker escapes Dracula's castle and returns to England barely alive and deeply traumatized. Van Helsing, he gets into that. I don't know. Wow, there's a lot on this. So Dracula is very proud of his warrior heritage, proclaiming his pride to... Okay, I need to read more about this and then... But let me finish with this. Powers and weaknesses. So Count Dracula is portrayed as the novel using many different supernatural abilities, and he is believed to have gained his abilities through dealings with the devil. I was talking about the devil influence, and to be careful of that, my last reading was literally about the devil has been poaching a connection. All right? So Chapter 18 of the novel describes many of the abilities, limitations, and weaknesses of vampires, and Dracula in particular. Dracula has superhuman strength, which, according to Van Helsing, is equivalent to that of 20 strong men. He does not cast a shadow or have a reflection from mirrors. He is immune to conventional means of attack. Wow, it's interesting, too. I hung my mirror up today, my Halloween mirror that literally has like a skull as is like in the mirror. I look at these little synchronistic things. Oh my gosh. Dracula has amazed cunning and wisdom throughout century and is unable to die. To sustenance. He can command animals such as rats, owls, bats, moths, foxes, and wolves. I've been getting a lot of fox symbolisms and moth symbolisms. Oh my gosh. So much. So that's significant. So hold on, he can command animals. He summons thousands of rats to swarm and attack a group in Homewood and summons him to true terrors. Wow. I don't know. There's something there. Maybe, look, if you're interested in Dracula, maybe it looks like maybe you have somebody in your realm, in your world that is like this. Oh my gosh. A shape-shifting Dracula can change form at will and will be able to grow and become small. Vampirism, one of Dracula's powers is the ability to turn others into vampires. Whoa. When they become such, they come to change the curse of immortality. They cannot die, but they must go on after age, adding new victims and multiply the evils of the world. I'm like getting pulled into this. Whoa. But I don't want this whole thing to be. Okay, I'm going to stop. Let's get into the cards. Okay, so enough with that. Okay, let's see more of what Divine's got the message coming through, because they gave through an epic message about the devil poaching a connection. In the last reading, if you feel guided to. I mean, maybe it's your story, maybe it's not. Maybe you just want to hear what's going on with this energy surrounding me. Right? What's going on in my realm, right? Because that's what I do here. I put my story out there. Oh, stop it. Y'all, I can't make it up. Here's the devil, but here's the world, too. So a situation is closing out. The devil was upside down too. What is the devil upside down? Face fear, free from bondage, breaking change, no longer dependent, abandoned, bound relationships. Or see, and I was holding the world upside down too. Failure, obstacle. So I mean, this devil failed. Leaving early, resisting change. So somebody broke the chains, broke free. Somebody's seen this pattern. Okay, so something didn't work. Wow. Okay, that's beautiful. I love that. You know, and it's interesting because I was talking about, my other reading was about like healing, like finding the beauty in healing. So somebody who's definitely healed from something the devil couldn't control. Somebody through wounds. Okay. Wow, I love that. I don't know how to take it. It slid out. But let's see. The Queen of Wands, the Eight of Swords to the Eight of Wands. Yeah, and this is meant to be. I was reading the Eight of Swords as the Eight of Wands, but here it is. And the Hierophant. 8-8. 8-8 is between this. There's fast movement out of a stuck situation. New contracts are here. Because somebody got the courage, the strength, the dominance. Somebody got into their Queen of Wands energy. What's on the bottom? The devil's on the bottom. Oh my gosh. See, this devil wants us bad. This devil. Oh my gosh. What the hell? Ten of Swords. This cycle is so done. This devil is mad. This devil was trying to bind a Queen of Cups, right? 2 Queen energy, but 10 of Cups. Ah, there's the devil again. Right next to the 10 of Cups. He's after this big man. Oh my God. I can't keep him up. You know what's funny is I sat here, I kept picking up my cards, I kept stacking them, I kept putting them up, and it was like devil, magician, devil, magician. There, it just... He kept showing himself with a magician. This devil is trying to use so much manipulation and control. It's not working. Yeah, and I kept seeing the Four of Pentacles as well with the stars. See, somebody healed. Somebody healed. This is so beautiful. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles. Yes, with the world. So this cycle closes out. Somebody got out of bondage, freed themselves from the devil. I'm getting like a curse has been broken, baby. A curse has been broken. Whoever I'm talking to, that's you. You broke some sort of curse. You broke free from something. You broke free from something. Oh my gosh. I love this. And all the pumpkins, and it's so cute too. My neighbors across the street, they put out a big, beautiful pumpkin. I was like, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. I'm seeing pumpkins everywhere. There's pumpkins all over this cards. Of course, this is the Halloween deck, but it keeps showing me the 9 of Pentacles, the 4 of Cups, The Four of Wands and another 9. We literally have 9, 4, 4, 9. You could be seeing 9s and 4s. Oh, look. 2 of Cups is right here. Yeah, you love yourself. Oh, my gosh. Oh, there's an Emperor right here. That caught my eye. Wow. Yeah. You got out of something. The 9 to the 9. 9s are about closing and completion. What comes after 9? 10, which we call completion, but it's also the restart. It's a 1. See, a lot of times you realize the cycle is over when a new cycle has began, right? A lot of times you don't even realize you're out of something till the new cycle begins because you still feel like you're in it, right? So there's this new beginning. A new cycle has began for you, and if I feel to say if it has not, then it is, but it's like I don't even think you guys have realized, that you're already on this new cycle. You're already on this new path. You've already won. It's just sometimes it takes a little bit to integrate, right? So I really feel like this devil's being phased out, right? Like he could be trying. The energy could be trying to make you feel otherwise, but no, it's closed out. Sometimes it takes a little bit to integrate, right? But yeah, this Four of Wands and the Four of Cups here. There was a missed opportunity at destroying a family, at destroying some sort of union or celebration. Something was trying to destroy some sort of union, and it didn't work. It didn't work. Love was too strong. Love won in the end. Love won. Love was too strong. 7 of Swords. Yeah. See, devil was using fear, using different tactics like that. Fear, wounds. But see, somebody healed the wounds. And that's how you destroy the devil too. You heal the wounds. That's why when you forgive, you don't hold on to hate. When you have resentment for somebody, you have pain, you have hurt, you have heartache, you leave a door open for the devil to be able to control you. But if you heal from all of that, you forgive, you release, you let go of everything, can the devil use you now? No. That's why you forgive, you let go, you don't hold judgment on another. Are you done gossiping? Are you done talking about others? Are you done? If that's not you doing that, don't worry about that. That's me trying to pull on the demons of some other people here. Are you gossiping? Are you whispering like the devil? They often say the devil's loud, and the devil is not, even though my son's making a lot of noise over there, tripping over things. The devil's very quiet. Because there's really a lot of fear. The devils and the demons really fear the light. Why? Because the light shines in the darkness. Okay? Judgment. Ooh, the devil fears judgment. Yes, and being seen. Oh, yeah. 3 of Swords. You've been seeing that. But that's what's close. 3. 3 of Cups, 3 of Swords. I told you, the only thing that was trying to mess with the connection was pain and heartbreak and fear. Once you heal from those things, you can't be a foot soldier anymore. You heal. You heal. You heal. So release it, let it go. Choose love, choose happiness. Free your heart. Free your heart from the chains, from the binds. You know how, you feel your heavy heart when you have grief and you have sadness. You need to realize that everything transforms. Energy never dies. It's never destroyed. It changes. It transforms. Even though we lose people in this earthly realm, their energy is transcended. It's about transcendence. You need to know that. So release it, let it go. For your heart, for your mind, for your spirit. Strength card is here. Forgive. I don't care what's happened. Forgive, because you know what? When things happen to you that aren't supposed to, they get made right. But not when you're holding on to that sadness and that anger, do they? No. It's when you release them, when you let go of them. So let go. Yes. Yeah. 8 of Cups. So you're walking away. And sometimes it's certain people. People will keep you in lower realms, right? And that's why I stay away from, especially as healers, we attract a lot of broken people that we're meant to do a temporary energy exchange with. Show them the way to healing, right? But it's important to release and let them go and have healthy boundaries. And for a lot of us chosen ones and earth angels, we've had to learn to do just that because we don't like to leave people behind. But sometimes you got to leave them behind for them to find their way, right? Because sometimes they're being a foot soldier by the devil. So sometimes literally you have to cut people off, not because of them, because of the demons that they carry, because they're being a foot soldier for the enemy, because they don't realize it. I read a most beautiful quote today. Religion's in a book. Spirituality is an essence of spirit. When you truly embody source energy, true source energy, you're not putting a label on it that you're getting from a book. So many people believe what they are taught, what they are told, instead of feeling and finding their own way. You find God in everything that possesses energy, down to every creature, every plant, every tree. God is everywhere. Is everywhere. Why the book teaches you to conform it to a certain belief? No. But you have to realize is people, the sheeple, need to believe something. You can't take that away from somebody until they are ready till they feel safe enough to open their consciousness, to open their mind up to discovering the truth. It's one of those, sometimes people won't make it, won't survive. Just like how when some people are locked up in the facilities and for such a long time and they get released, some of them don't make it and will commit a crime to go right back to being secure. Some people need that. I realize that. Some people need security and validation. Others don't. So that's what's so beautiful about this realm is you get to choose whatever level of consciousness that you desire. I know I'm very passionate about exposing all of the secrets to the ones that are ready to discover. I've always been on my path of discovery. I remember when I was a little girl and I said I wanted to work for the FBI, I wanted to work under the president, because I wanted to be able to have access to all of the hidden knowledge. I wanted to know all the secrets and the workings of the universe. I wanted to be able to go to Area 51. I wanted to know all of the different things. I wanted to experience all of that. And yeah, I may not have got it through my education system, through the schools and through all this. I may have had many people come at me, why do you want to know all this stuff? But you know what? It didn't stop me from learning and discovering the truth. When I started to realize that the universe reveals the secrets to those that are go looking for it. When you start to realize that the universe has all of the answers for you. And when you start to realize they're shown to you and that the universe communicates with you through all of the elements, earth, air, fire, water, all the things that they hid from us. And you start to unlock all of those secrets and all of those beautiful things. You start to realize how controlled this earthly realm really is. But not everybody's ready for that. And that's okay. That's fine. That's why you never hold judgment on another. You never know what people are going through, and there's never a time on healing. Everybody chooses their own path, their own time for healing. So know that. All right, I'm sending love and light to all of you. Definitely watch every full guided too. I'm almost out of time. 1844 stood out to me. I only have 19 minutes available for this reading. So definitely subscribe to the channel. Check back daily if you like my readings because they don't always promote my content, and that's fine. It's not what it's about. Whoever finds my channel is meant to.